The forehead and eyebrows tell stories of thought, burden, and clarity. In the landscape of facial profiling, the brow region is like a dashboard displaying signals of stress, decisiveness, confidence, and even emotional fatigue. For leaders, this region becomes especially relevant. It mirrors the weight they carry, the decisions they make, and the kind of mindset they operate from. In this episode, we dive into the hidden psychology of the leadership brow, decoding how its structure and motion can guide us in understanding someone's leadership capacity, adaptability, and emotional bandwidth. A broad, smooth forehead is often linked to strategic thinkers. It signals a person who prefers clarity before action, someone who absorbs, processes, and reflects. This doesn't mean they are slow in execution. It means they believe in mental alignment before movement. On the other hand, a smaller, more compact forehead may reflect a person who acts on instinct and rapid evaluation. Such individuals often excel under pressure, but might miss nuances in complex or long-term strategies. As a business leader, recruiter, or team builder, this distinction helps in aligning roles, knowing who thrives in chaos and who brings calm to complexity. Wrinkles on the forehead, especially horizontal lines, are not merely signs of aging. They are the etchings of mental patterns. Deep, permanent lines across the brow often develop from habitual overthinking, long-term stress, or intellectual engagement. A forehead that moves freely with expressions yet returns to a calm baseline suggests emotional flexibility, a highly valuable trait in leadership. When the lines are rigid even in a neutral state, it could indicate a person burdened with unresolved pressure or someone operating from chronic tension. These details become crucial during executive coaching and team evaluations. Eyebrows, too, hold tremendous interpretative value. Thick, defined brows are often associated with strong willpower and decisiveness. Such individuals know what they want and typically go after it with focus. When brows are closer to the eyes, it suggests quick thinking and reactivity. These people are highly perceptive, picking up on details swiftly, but may sometimes react before fully assessing a situation. In contrast, widely spaced eyebrows often belong to people who value emotional space, have a bigger picture orientation, and prefer environments where they are not micromanaged. The arch of the brow tells us about confidence and assertiveness. A higher arch is linked with people who like structure, clarity, and control. They often hold themselves to high standards and expect the same from others. A flatter brow line may reflect a more grounded, humble disposition, someone who leads through inclusion rather than dominance. Neither is superior. The key is recognizing how each style fits within a team or organizational context. A mix of brow types ensures diverse thought leadership and decision-making approaches. We also explore asymmetry in the brow region. If one eyebrow is higher than the other when speaking, it may signal skepticism, curiosity, or a probing mindset. However, when the asymmetry is persistent, even in a resting face, it can reflect internal imbalance, such as conflicting thoughts or uncertainty. In high-stakes roles, this might mean the person needs clearer delegation or may be struggling with hidden self-doubt. In mentoring situations, pointing this out with empathy can unlock powerful growth. In leadership interviews or boardroom meetings, eyebrow movement can reveal emotional alignment. A person whose brows move naturally with speech tends to be expressive, honest, and aligned with what they're saying. A lack of movement or a fixed brow might suggest either restraint or emotional detachment. Both carry implications. For instance, a leader giving a passionate presentation with no emotional shift in the forehead may be perceived as cold, while a visibly reactive brow may bring trust and relatability. We also address cultural differences in brow interpretation. In some regions, strong brow expressions are seen as signs of dominance and confidence. In others, subtle movement is preferred as a sign of calm intellect. This awareness is essential in multinational teams. Understanding facial profiling with cultural sensitivity ensures that we don't misinterpret authenticity through a narrow lens. It also helps in fine-tuning communication, allowing leaders to adapt their facial tone, based on audience expectations without losing their authenticity. The space between the eyebrows, often called the glabella, also holds deep insight. A deeply furrowed glabella, especially when it persists at rest, suggests unresolved tension or excessive worry. It's common in individuals constantly juggling responsibilities without adequate emotional release. In executive roles, this may point toward burnout. When identified early, coaching or role realignment can prevent deeper psychological consequences. On the other hand, a smooth glabella area suggests mental calmness, emotional openness, and the ability to compartmentalize stress, a leadership superpower. We look at how facial profiling of the brow can assist in succession planning. Let's say a founder wants to hand over the reins to a younger leader. Beyond credentials and KPIs, observing how their brow and forehead react in unguarded moments during questions, challenges, or decision-making gives you a clearer picture of their readiness. The ones with reflective foreheads, balanced brow movements, and open glabella zones tend to have the emotional composure needed for long-term vision and stakeholder relationships. Another key insight: leaders who have faced emotional trauma or intense adversity often carry it in their brows. Their facial regions around the forehead may show heightened sensitivity or tension, even in positive settings. Understanding this isn't about judgment, it's about compassion. Such individuals often have deep emotional resilience and insights that data can't reveal. But they also need safe spaces, empathetic management, and clear communication. Facial profiling brings this to light and fosters healthier leadership transitions. We wrap this episode with a powerful reflection. Every line on your forehead, every raise of your brow is a story. It's your history, your pattern of decisions, your inner dialogues carved into visible form. As leaders, when we become aware of these signs in ourselves, we gain emotional mastery. When we recognize them in others, we build more aligned, emotionally intelligent teams. Facial profiling is not just about analyzing others. It's about self-awareness. Look in the mirror, observe your forehead, your expressions when you speak, your brow when you're under stress. Are you operating from a place of vision or survival? Are your expressions supporting your influence, or are they revealing hidden tensions that need healing? This awareness is the bridge to conscious leadership. True leaders don't just speak with confidence. They think with clarity. And often, that clarity is etched right across their brows. Learn to read it, understand it, and evolve through it.